Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. A client of mine has worked for a pharmaceutical company since 2000. Well, in 2005, the company announced that employees could, if they wished, as they wished, work from home, only coming in when they need to. Today, 80% of their employees have chosen to work mainly remotely, and the company's headquarters has shrunk from 20,000 square feet to 4,000. Indeed, the trend to remote work began long before COVID, and not surprisingly has accelerated. Employers like it because they need to rent less of that expensive office space. Employees like it because they needn't deal with the ever more strangling traffic and often even more time-consuming sardined mass transit. They like the option of working in their comfies or taking a long lunch. Parents' childcare needs are eased. Even environmentalists like it. They want us out of our cars. Sure, many extroverts would miss the camaraderie, and many remote workers feel zoomed out, but in balance, prefer working remotely. Indeed, that's an under-discussed reason for today's so-called Great Resignation. Many workers and job applicants are saying, let me work at home or I'm out of here. For the aforementioned reasons, the trend to remote work should continue with additional impetus because the pandemic provides cover for employers. It provides an acceptable answer to employees saying that they want to work in the office. Oh, we want to emphasize remote work because we care about our workers' health. Indeed, the trend has moved from in-office to hybrid office and work at home to now, increasingly, mainly remote work, with coming into the office being ever less required or desired. So, given that remote work will be with us for the foreseeable future, how can we make the most of it, practically and psychologically? Of course, there are now the well-worn but still valid suggestions. Separate work from living space, tell homemates to respect your work hours, perhaps even putting up a do not disturb sign, and have an ergonomically comfortable setup chair, keyboard height, and monitor distance. Here are some less obvious ideas that may be particularly of value as remote working has become endemic. Add niceties to your home office time. For a while, I had an essential oil diffuser alongside my desk. Now, having tired of that, I often have a beeswax taper candle lighted next to my desk. It's a side effect-free calmer, aesthetic reward, and even spiritual reminder. In addition to my long-valued breaks such as gardening, playing the piano, and walking my dog, I now allow myself such other simple pleasures as an extra shower or taking the time to bake something. To avoid getting fat, when they come out unburned, I give them to clients and neighbors. What non-essentials could you build into your work-at-home life? Should you vary your workplace, especially if your home isn't a felicitous place to work? Think more broadly than coffee shop. Picture great spots that are within walking, biking, or short driving distance from your home. Might you want to spend even part of your workday in a library, a park in good weather, and or a friend's place? Should you replace some Zoom with teleconference? If you're zoomed out, might you propose having meetings by teleconference, for example, using freeteleconference.com? The advantage is that you more easily can move around. Sitting in front of your monitor is draining, and remember, sitting is the new smoking. Now, some less obvious ways to interact in person. If you're an introvert, you may quietly feel okay about working remotely, but if you're extroverted, the solohood could be ever more crazy-making. So as it's becoming clear that remote work will be around for quite a while, you may need to make the effort to build in human reactions. Of course, there's the obvious, get together with friends, but here are a few other examples. Because this is Psychology Today, I'll offer a few ideas for the psychologically attuned. Join a counseling group, whether with people with your problem or if you're a helping professional, fellow practitioners. Take a small enrollment class if you feel COVID safe enough, or enroll in the growing number of classes that, because of COVID, meet outdoors, perhaps in a covered patio space. In warmer climes, that's possible now, but spring isn't far behind. Search now and register, and before you know it, it'll be time for class to start. With the flexibility that many remote work jobs provide, it may be possible to fit even a daytime class into your schedule. Start a board of advisors, people you respect that would get together, whether live or virtually, to address each other's problems, practical or emotional. Promotion. Traditionally, working from home was viewed as a liability for people looking to get promoted, out of sight, out of mind, and fewer kiss-up opportunities. But as remote work is becoming the norm, that's less of a disadvantage. Nevertheless, the onus remains on you to reach out to folks you deem important. So, might any of these ideas make remote work 2.0 work well, or at least be less buggy? In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments, and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.